Welcome Taurus and cross watchers. So I hope you guys enjoyed your 4th of July weekend. So I'm going to be using the tarot deck and regular playing cards. So for those of you who don't know, I actually do tarot in secret. So one of the reasons why I learned to do to read regular playing cards is because I can't easily just get another tarot deck, and also because I do it in secret, so I am able to practice when I'm not supposed to be doing tarot. I can easily practice just because not everybody knows that regular playing deck can be used that way. Okay, so anyways, also today I'm gonna do an overview reading. So I also so I finally found my rhythm, I guess, so to speak. So I'm going to do overview today, and I think I'm going to do this type of reading monthly, the one that I'm going to do today, see why. And then the rest of the month, so each week I will, have certain days looking over certain things, because I feel like, if I do the same type of reading every day, it's kind of the same, repetitive. So then this way, it's kind of fresh. So each day, so throughout the week, each day I'll focus on certain areas. So it'll be like a week in between, because not very much will change overnight, picking up energy. So yes, so definitely doing things differently. It's finally found my rhythm. So this one's gonna be long, so like I said, I'm just gonna do this one monthly. So I probably won't get to all the I might be able to record all of them today, but I might not be able to upload them all. So let's begin. So Holy Spirit, guide angels, and spirit guides, what insight do you have for Taurus? And I do pre-shuffle, so okay. Alright, that's good. Also, if you don't want to watch the shuffling part and the laying out part, you can always fast forward into the video to where the reading actually begins. Okay? So it looks like, some of you are gonna have to, how was that? So it looks like some of you guys are gonna be having to start over, okay? Some of you could be dealing with, creative blocks. Others of you, this could be, unable to move, or your current foundation is ending, okay? But usually when one door closes or when things end, it's about starting over. So I really do get the sense some of you will be having to start over, okay? So the diamonds are like pentacles. So with the playing deck, it doesn't have major arcanas or pages. Okay. So, here are the King of Pentacles. So I feel like when it comes to your weakness, okay, so I don't want to say that. So I feel like, when it comes to your weakness, it's about, not knowing when to walk away, okay? But when it comes to your strength, so I feel like you have this very carefree energy, okay? Like I feel like, you don't really worry about the consequences. The full reverse can, be like reckless behavior, but doesn't necessarily have to be there in a negative way. I just feel like, you're not just carefree necessarily, but, just like I feel like you're able to live with the consequences that you make. So I feel like, I get the sense like you're aware, okay? It's like you're aware of what's going on, you're aware of your situation, you're aware of consequences. I don't want to say you necessarily don't care about the consequences, but, I feel like when you do things knowing the consequence and you still do it anyways, I feel like, you're choosing, you're able to live with that consequence, okay? So when it comes to your fears, okay, so you have a lot of fire energy. This is fire energy, fire energy, fire energy. And this was air. Okay, so we have earth. Yeah, so air and earth, and then so all of it's here. So the Six of Pentacles. So Pentacles are earth energy. This fire. Okay. So when it comes to fear, okay, so for some reason, the Six of Pentacles is this generous giving energy, but for some reason, that's here as a conflict, or not necessarily a conflict, sorry, I said conflict because of the five, and this would be the Five of Wands, okay, this represents the Five of Wands. So anyways, so I feel like, when it comes to somebody, okay, when it comes to this generous giving energy, there's conflict associated with that. So if that resonates to you, you'll know what that means for you. I don't really understand. That's not very clear to me right now. Well, actually, I'm getting the sense like there is somebody, I'm hearing two things. So there is somebody around you who, fits that description, and, there's this conflict with them. So, there's this fear associated with them because of this conflict. Others of you, you could be worried, you could be wanting to, be giving, but you're unable to, and, it's causing this, this could be like an inner conflict. For others of you, I feel like, oh, I had it and I lost it. I hate it when that happens. I hate doing this right when I wake up. Okay, but when it comes to, your hope, you're hoping for success, you're hoping, so, when it comes to your hope, okay, the success, also fire energy, I feel like, you guys are either connecting with the fire, somebody who has fire in their chart, heavy fire in their chart, or it could just be the overall heated, passionate energy. So I feel like when it comes to your strength, or not your strength, your hope, you're hoping for success, you're hoping that you'll be able to, have the courage, okay, because the seven, like I said, it's like the wands, these are like wands. So, you know, the Seven of Wands is about, you know, standing your ground, standing up for yourself. So I feel like, you know, in order for you to get that success that you want, that, you know, whatever, you know, a goal, achievement, you know, whatever this is for you, I feel like in order for you to get that, you know, you're having to stand your ground or fight for it, okay? So, you know, it's like having the hope that you're able to do that, okay? So, you know, right here, this is just all about, you know, your hopes, fears, your strength, and your weakness, okay? You know, just laying it all out there. Okay, so let's see how you are financially. Okay. So I see financially, you're resourceful. Okay, so like let's say, you know, you're getting kind of low on money. Like I feel like, you know, you're not gonna just, you know, I just don't get this, like you're not an overspender, you're resourceful. So like if you're low on money, you know, like kind of like budgeting. There you go, that's the word I'm looking for, budgeting. So you're good at budgeting, okay? You know, especially when it comes to something that you want and getting what you want, you know, you're resourceful about how to get it, resourceful, you know, yeah, so I feel like, you know, like I get the sense that some of you might not be that good with your money, but you know, you like make it work, okay? So let's see what's going on with work. So I feel like you're dealing with some blockages at work, okay? I'm not really sure what that is. And the hearts are like cups. So this would be the Queen of Cups, and you know, the thing with these is they're not upright or reversed, so it's kind of like, sometimes it's hard to tell. So I just feel like, the High Priestess is a spiritual card too. So, you know, I feel like when it comes to your work, you know, you're not listening to your intuition or your gut feelings, you know, stuff like that. You know, some of you could be clouded by your emotions and feelings. Like, yeah, so I feel like when it comes to your emotions and feelings at work, because of that, it's holding you back, in a way. So if that resonates with you at all, you'll understand what I'm trying to say, okay? So now, see what's going on with your family. This is work and money. This is going to be your relationships. Okay, so family. We're going to start with family, okay? So I get the sense that there might be some tension with you and someone in your family, okay? Because the Justice card is here. And usually the Justice card shows up because you know, justice is needed here. So either, you know, this is the universe saying, you know, you're finally, you know, I feel like with justice, you know, it's kind of like, you know, it has to do with karma as well, because these are major arcanas. So you have 3 major arcanas, actually 4. No, but yeah, so I feel like, you know, there was a wrong here, and you know, somebody here is wanting justice, okay? Now with the 7 of Hearts, like I said, this is like the cups, so you know, I'm kind of sensing it's here as the reversed. So you know, this could be, you know, fantasy, illusion, you know, that sort of energy, okay? Or for, you know, some of you, too many choices, okay? That sort of energy. So when it comes to your friendship, so remember, these are general. So, you know, even though, so this is like a general outlook on things, kind of like highlighting certain areas. So like, that's what I meant. Like, so I'll do this once a month, and then throughout the week, I'll focus more, you know, on certain areas. So every day, you know, it's a different reading focused on different areas of your life. That way it's not the same every day, okay? So this is your friendship, okay? So how do I say that? So like I feel like when it comes to your friendship, there's a choice that's having to be made. So either, you know, things aren't moving forward, or you know, you're having to deal with obstacles, okay? And then here we have the Four of Cups. So, you know, the Four of Cups is, you know, it's about, you know, regret, turning down offer, turning something down, you know, contemplating, and it can also be, you know, letting that go, you know, kind of like grass is greener on the other side. So, you know, it can also, you know, really making a choice too. Like, if that resonates too, you'll understand. So it's like, you know, there definitely is a bump in the road here, and you're gonna have to make a choice. Do you want to go where the grass is greener? Should you accept this offer even though you don't necessarily want it? You know, I'm hearing compromise. You know, so whatever resonates with you there, but definitely some choices are having to be made, okay, when it comes to your friendship. Now, romance. And then the cups are water energy. So when it came to your fears and hopes and your strengths and weakness, there's a lot of fire energy. I mean, there is earth and air, but there's a lot of fire energy. Okay, and then right here, you know, with all these hearts, that's a lot of water energy. Okay, so here we have the Knight of Pentacles. So, you know, knights are all about movement, you know, going towards something, somebody coming towards you, or, you know, it could just be, you know, the way you do your actions. So, you know, somebody here is definitely impatient. And we have the Three of spades, clubs, spades. Okay, I don't know why I get those mixed up sometimes. So, you know, this is the Three of Swords. Okay, so, you know, this could be associated with heartbreak. Okay, yeah, so, you know, somebody here is being, you know, impatient, or no, you know, not necessarily impatient, but like the way that they're they're acting without thinking. They're not thinking very clearly, because they're driven by this heartbreak, okay? So, you know, this person could be coming towards you because, you know, I feel like somebody here is not wanting to let go, okay? So I just see, you know, in a relationship ending. You know, it could be ending because of, you know, decisions being made without thinking, you know, that sort of thing. So, you know, this could be ending or trying to heal from this, okay? But I'm definitely getting the sense that somebody is not ready to let go, okay? So now we're gonna go through the 7 chakras, and you can't really see that, can you? Sorry. So now we're gonna go through the 7 chakras, okay? I know I just said that, sorry. So anyways, so, you know, this will kind of dive, you know, a little more into what's going on here. So we'll start with your root, okay? And your root chakra is, you know, about being grounded. So, you know, I'm seeing, you know, a cycle is ending, okay? And so I feel, okay, yeah, so to be more grounded, you know, I feel like there's this negative cycle, this whatever it is, you know, that's ending or needs to end, okay? You know, come full circle, okay? And then I'm seeing, you know, there's an offer or opportunity that you're going to have, okay? And I feel like this is going to help ground you more, you know, it's because it's going to, you know, whatever this, you know, opportunity, diamonds are like pentacles, okay? So whatever this opportunity or offer is, you know, it's going to be something that's good for you, okay? So then we have the sacral chakra, okay? Which is, you know, like your creativity, okay? So when it comes to your creativity, I feel like, you have this creative block that's there, and it's there because, you're not, I feel like you're not seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, okay? Or you have this blockage as well. Yeah. And then the thing that, I feel like, okay, because creativity can be anything. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be artistic, okay? You can be creative with your ideas, creative, with how you do things, it can be anything. It doesn't necessarily have to be art or music or anything like that. So, there's something here, so it's like, I don't necessarily say it's like you're not learning what you're supposed to be learning. That could be, but you're definitely not seeing something. And then the Six of Cups is about the past. Okay, so like if it was here in the negative, it would be, about being stuck in the past, not being able to move forward to the past, okay? Or it could be, just, past memories, that sort of thing. But whatever the case may be, it is connected to your past. It could be connected to your childhood. It can be connected to a past person. Whatever the case may be, okay? So whatever blockage, or, this could be lacking, it comes from your past. So I feel like there's something in your past that you have to face, okay? Because these ones on here, this is how to, okay, this is where you're at. So the tarot card is, okay, the Rider card is kind of where you're at, and then this card is, how to improve it, what you can do to improve, So, like I said, so, I feel like there's something, connected to your past that, you probably need to face, okay? So, so next is the solar plexus. So this is kind of like your ego. Now, I'm bad at explaining ego. So I feel like when it comes to your ego, you are making progress. So, some of you could be working on your ego. The Six of Spades is Six of Swords, and the Six of Swords is going towards calmer waters. So I feel like, how do I say that? So I feel like, things are kind of tense with you right now. So, your ego could be, how do I want to describe that? Like, I want to say anger, intense, maybe a little irrational, hot-headed, and then the wands are fire energy. Six is air energy. So, sorry, I try to point these out more, but I just don't, and, I don't really know the major arcanas when it comes to the energy that they have, because I tried looking it up and I just, anyways, so yeah, so with this, I feel like, things are like I'm in that sense that things are heated for you, so you're needing to calm down, okay? And I feel like, yeah, so, because the Six of Swords is about going towards calmer waters, okay? And I see, the Eight of Wands is usually, well, in this case, it would be, it's fast movement, progressing, okay? So, you're definitely needing to calm down, take things down a notch, okay? So then we have the heart chakra, your compassion. So I feel like, we have this Four of Swords. So when it comes to your compassion, how do I want to explain that? I know, I apologize. I'm terrible with words. So when it comes, So when it comes to your compassion, like, I don't want to say, like, it's not there. Because, okay, so, like, the Emperor, is somebody who is in power, somebody who, it says in this case, has wisdom. So, like, doesn't necessarily have to be, like, elderly or anything like that, or, what's that word? Not ancestor, elder. There you go. Kind of like elder, like, like, I just feel like when it comes to your compassion, for some of you, this is like tough love. so to speak. So it's like, it's not that you're compassionate. You know, people might see you as somebody who is cold, or not distant, but kind of like cold or emotionless, you know, that sort of thing. But I feel like, you know, you do have this care for others, you know, and, you know, you may come off as hard, but it comes from a place of love, you know, and it's like, it's kind of like, I want to say kind of like how you talk to them, you know, doesn't really express what you're feeling inside, what you know, because we can say something, you know, clear as day in our mind, but we don't really verbalize it the way that we think it, you know what I mean? So like, I feel like, you know, you really do care. I feel like the compassion is there, okay, and you do things out of love, you know, but I just feel like, and, you know, you could be somebody who has a lot of wisdom too, you know, with this emperor, you know, you're somebody who has a lot of wisdom, and, you know, you like to share it, you know, you don't want to see others fail or make mistakes that you know can be avoided, okay, that type of energy. So next is the throat chakra, communication. So like I was saying, you know, I even did bring it up, the communication, you know, you do have that love, you offer that love and support, but maybe not the way that people, you know, some of you very well could have that compassion when you speak, but I feel like it's more logical than emotional. At least it comes off that way, if, you know, that makes sense. So, you know, it's just like the way you communicate, you know, and it could, like I said, you know, you could come off as distant, you know, like, you know, some of you could be, you know, talking long distance with somebody to, you know, so when it comes to communication, yeah, so there is somebody you're talking to long distance, okay, long distance communication. So I feel like you're not letting the distance, you know, get in the way of your relationships, okay? So, you know, you're still offering your love and support even from a distance, okay? And then when it comes to your wisdom, you know, like I was saying earlier, some of you I feel like have a lot of, you know, wisdom, in the Queen of Pentacles. So, oh yeah, so, you know, sorry. Yeah, so I feel like when you're showing compassion and communicating, you know, I feel like you need to put more emotion into it, okay? And I think it would be received better. Okay, yeah, so. I know sometimes it takes a while for the words to come to me. I'm not very charismatic, so I apologize for that. So anyways, so the Queen of Diamonds is the same as the Queen of Pentacles. So, you know, so for your wisdom, I feel like your wisdom is there. You know, I feel like, you know, kind of want to say, you know, your foundation is built on your wisdom. Like, you know, you do things strategically, logically, you know, that sort of thing. Like, you're kind of like, I'm kind of in the sense like you're, you know, head over heart when it comes to a lot of things. But that doesn't necessarily mean you don't care, you don't have love, okay? I think other people, you know, just don't see, you know, what, because, you know, we can't always see what other people are feeling, or, you know, we can't hear what other people are thinking. So I feel like, you know, you need to find a way, I'm seeing you need to find a way to show people that, you know, you do have that compassion, you do have that love, okay? It's just not, I just feel like other people can't see it, you know. Maybe those closest to you can, because, you know, they know you very well, you know, but I feel like, you know, there's somebody here who's just not seeing it. I keep hearing that. So anyways, so, you know, when it comes to your wisdom and your foundation, like I said, you know, you're kind of head over heart. So, you know, I just feel like, you know, Because also, like I said earlier, I kind of sensing, that tense energy, especially up here. So, I really, think like, you need to nurture, you know, it's good to have wisdom, but, you need to be more grounded and nurture something here, okay? So let's see where your crown is. This is the divine, your connection to the divine. Now, the divine is like the universe, okay? So, for some of you, this might be, your connection to tarot, or a psychic, whether it's, kind of like reaching out. It's kind of like spiritual, okay? The divine could be anything. It could be a healer, it could be religion, whatever the divine means for you, okay? So, I do see, there's a hope here. You're very hopeful, okay? So we have the Two of Pentacles here. So some of you could be juggling, or you know what? I keep forgetting. So some of you are needing to find your balance. So like there is hope. You're trying to have this hope, okay? But I feel like, you need to find the balance, because it's like, how do I say that? So it's like you're hoping that some of you could be hoping, that it's like, I know I keep repeating myself, sorry, I'm just trying to find the right words. I'm really bad at that, and I really do apologize. So it's kind of like, for those of you who feel unsure, like, about there being a God, it's like praying and hoping that it's like praying to a God that you're unsure exists, but you're hoping that he does exist and he does hear you, and and you get that blessing. So it's kind of like that. So I feel like you have hope, you have faith in the divine, whatever that is to you. But I am sensing there's something you need to find your balance in. So I kind of feel like some of you are kind of juggling that, okay? So you kind of just need to, so I feel like, okay, so it's kind of like soul searching a little bit. So like you're hoping but you're not sure is what I'm getting. So you need to find that balance, to get rid of that, find a way to get rid of that doubt, okay? So anyway, so this is the overview. I'll probably do this monthly, okay? So like I said, so the readings aren't the same every day. Throughout the week, certain days I'll focus only on certain areas. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, I am doing personal readings, so each day I'm going to try to do 2 free readings. So if you're interested, send me an email, but it's first come first serve. So if you don't get the free reading today, you will get it tomorrow. So it has to be day of. So like if you email me today, and also too, I do the YouTube channel first, so this is my first priority. So if I don't get to it today, I'll definitely get to it tomorrow. So like I said, it's first come first serve, so it's like the first 2 of the day, okay? But I'm also doing it on other platforms, so YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram I'm doing it for. I think I'll add Twitter as well, so that'd be 8, so maybe 1 of each. So maybe I'll just do that instead, but depending. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. So like I said, if you're interested in a personal reading, that information is down below, so send me an email if you're interested, okay? I spent all last week updating, but I'm gonna update them again. So, and I think that's it. So have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and bye guys. Thank you for tuning in.